What are the different activities being taken up by task to bridge the gap between industry and academia and skilling for students studying in different higher educations in Telangana?
So that's a very good question. The thing is, we look at it differently. We look at how we can work in a laddered learning approach, work with colleges. So we have 718 colleges across disciplines, engineering, polytechnics, pharma, MBA, etc., degree, PG, etc., with us. Every year, close to about 30,000, 40,000 students sign up with task for doing task programs. So we work with those colleges itself, work along with them, create programs. We look at, identify the gaps. So we do industry roundtables, etc., identify the gaps where the industry is lacking, and we try to provide them short-term skilling programs along with 80 plus corporate partners. And that's how we plug the gap. Second model is where people are either underemployed or unemployed. So we run a finishing school model for them so that they can again become employable. And third is we work very closely. While the first two, if you look at it, essentially first one is you pick them off the shelf, the students, of course, trained by us. Second is we train for the industry and get at least 70% employment. But the third one is a very unique model which is called as first day, first half productivity program, where we work with the company, identify what exactly are the requirements, co-create and implement the program jointly in case we don't have the subject matter experts. The corporate provides the subject matter experts and lab infrastructure, etc. And we jointly train the people so that the students who clear that program are employable and productive right from day one itself. So these are some of the models in which Task works across 33 districts of Telangana.
Your views on today's Indie Global Media Conference, sir, and your takeaways, sir.
Sure. I think it was a very well organized conference. And in fact, I like the way the complete thing, first we had a policy panel, then we had the academics panel, and then we went into various panel discussions and roundtables, etc. It was very well planned. The schedule was extremely good. The choice of topics and the speakers was extremely well thought of. So I'd like to compliment Indie Global for coming up with this second, conference, and found it very interesting. What was also important was seeing the kind of people who were there, and the networking opportunities it presented was phenomenal. So you could meet up with people, interact with them over lunch, over dinner, over tea, etc. And of course, these were alliances that you create which are lifelong. And there was so much of thought exchanges that happened, right? So best practices were being shared. We looked at different kind of people coming from different industry. Was also there, edtech, because this was talking about edtech and how technology is making a large impact. A lot of edtech companies were there, and they were able to actually see whether whatever they were thinking of, would those products work in the organization. So they were getting first hand reviews and feedbacks also. So on the whole, I think it was a very well organized, very well attended, very thought of kind of an event.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. Well said, sir.